these adventures of yours. It's dangerous out there.
You don't understand, Marshal. The knowledge we've unearthed could be the key to saving my father from the Coven.
I wish I had your faith, Lucy. But I think it'll take more than ancient legends to eliminate this threat.
Hey everybody, welcome back to our World of Warcraft retail leveling experience.
How can I help?
And thank you for joining me today. I'm glad you made it. We'll need to get started right away if we want to use the knowledge in this tome to fight the coven. A lesson in witch hunting. While I appreciate the dedication that went into compiling this tome, this thing reads like engineering instructions for a siege engine. I'll need some time to comb through this information for anything that might be useful to us. I wouldn't mind some assistance, if you have a moment. For starters, I could use some more light in here. Oh good, we will light candles for you.
Glory to House Waycrest. Now, it says here that the Order used special weapons against the Drust to counter their dark magic. If my theory is correct, then whatever they used could also disrupt the Coven's magic. Let me see if there is something here we can try.
Light 6 candles. These candles don't seem to me like they give off any light at all.
Much better. Could you do me a favor and jot this down? My notebook is here somewhere. Okay. Rowanwood? No.
We are quite a
doesn't grow
secretary,
around
aren't we?
here. Alchemical fire. Oh, if only Master Ashton were here. He would have a field day. I need you to find my sewing kit. It should be somewhere in my bag over there.
Of course.
The tome mentions that the Inquisitors of old would use weapons of silver to disrupt the magic of the Drust. If the Coven wields similar magic, they may be vulnerable to silver as well.
It's kind of been a running joke with me that we are not like the hero of the Alliance, we are the secretary of the Alliance, and it's proven to be true over and over again. We make a darn good secretary. Light your candles, take your notes, we'll do some sewing for you. I mean, it seems like a worthwhile job, but we are no hero of Azeroth.
What is your business with House Waycrest?
Ah, you found it. Lucille produces a long sewing needle from the kit. You look confused. Let me explain. I have reason to believe that the Coven has already infiltrated Aram's stand. There are many unfamiliar faces here, with refugees from Corlane, and we know they can use their magic to appear like one of us. This needle is fashioned of solid silver. If the witches are indeed vulnerable to silver, then a prick from this may be enough to break their spell. The refugees may not be keen on being prodded, but they must understand that this is for the good of the town, and perhaps all of Drustvar. Use the sewing needle on 10 Corlane refugees. So go around and poke people.
Keep your sails true.
See if they burst into flames.
We may have found weapons to use against the Coven. We will need able-bodied soldiers to wield them.
We have many capable troops stationed here, milady. They'll make fine recruits for your Order of Embers.
We're kind of like starting an Inquisition, basically. And right now the goal of it is good. We're actually rooting out real witches. How long before this turns bad? Like, it just gets really dark.
We must drive out the darkness.
I have no doubt that you're quite a capable hunter, Mainlander, but we will need some help if we want to make it to Waycrest Manor in one piece. A small group would be ideal, strong enough to face the Coven's threats, but small enough to remain largely unnoticed. Reed produces a bundle of letters. I have written new orders to some of my finest soldiers to join your Order of Embers. They will report to you and the Lady Waycrest. Please deliver these to them so that they can be prepared to move out.
We must remain vigilant.
Sorry guys, just a little prick.
Keep your distance, Mainlander.
What in blazes was that for?
Don't know reason. Uh-oh.
Outsider!
I like how this guy just walks away. Among her possessions, the witch carried a crudely drawn map of Aram's stand. A symbol marks what looks like the entrance to a cellar beneath one of the buildings. If this location is important to the coven, it might be worth scouting out.
State your business.
Friend or foe?
It is useless to resist. The coven will take your little town.
Keep your distance, Mainlander. Hey, watch where you're pointing that thing.
Is the dialogue sound a little too loud today?
Clumsy oaf.
State your business. Ouch! What in blazes was that for?
What is this? Implements of ill intent.
Bloody mainlanders.
It looks like some careless witch made a poor attempt to hide this grimoire from sight. No good could come of leaving the possessions of the coven for a hapless villager to find. It would probably be a good idea to destroy any trappings of the coven that you find in Aram's stand. Alright, more stuff to click on.
Keep your distance, mainlander.
Nope.
Friend
Ow.
or foe?
Oh, the bloodflies are really biting these
What
days,
in
aren't they?
blazes was that for?
That's right, it's the bloodflies.
Friend or foe?
Bloody Mainlanders.
Ow! State your business. Oh, the bloodflies are really biting these days, aren't they? What in blazes was that for?
Enough sitting around.
Bloody mainlanders.
Just tell me what to kill. So, you're the one behind this Order of Embers I've been hearing about.
Lovely day for some witch hunting, isn't it? Happy hunting. New orders, then? Come, Winston. Looks like we have witchers to fight.
Let's grab the flight point now before we forget it. We'll scout out the cellar.
You mind your business, and I'll mind mine.
What's going on down here?
You found us out.
Oh boy.
You must think yourself so clever. No matter. Soon your discovery will die with you. Attack, knightheads! You're strong, but you will fall to the coven like everyone else. Promised greatness.
You were lied to if you were promised greatness. Because even a secretary was able to take you out.
Huh? Uh-huh. It's about time.
So I think we're like assembling basically like an A-team of guys, and they could probably be like really cool characters if Blizzard would ever put the time into like, investing in characters they come up with and giving them like actual development. But we're just gonna click on them and probably never hear from them again.
How might I help? Remain steadfast. So, Marshal Reed believes that you are the key to driving back the Coven. I have my doubts, but I will carry out my orders.
You do that.
I will join the others.
Hail, traveler.
We'll turn these in.
The Coven will pay for their atrocities.
And we still need to find a bunch more stuff to burn in this general area.
bodge goods here, mate. Appreciate your patronage.
Some of this stuff is kind of obscure. Alright, let's go grab this Ensign Yorick, and then we'll see what we can find when we come back. Maybe some of this stuff will have respawned for us. Oh, there's some clearly outside of the area where they're marking it on the map.
You have need of me? Foul waters lie ahead. So the rumors are true. The Order of Embers is reformed. And here I thought their tales were merely some historian's overactive imagination. Thank you for delivering these orders. I shall report to Miss Waycrest at once.
Alright, yeah, you do that. Alright, somebody has to be hiding more witch stuff. Here we go. One more.
Greetings, Outlander.
That was good thinking to dispose of the witch's trappings. I don't want to know what would happen if an innocent villager toyed around with such things.
A steady tiller prevails.
The battle awaits. I am sworn to protect.
Drustbar stands firm.
A new order. Before we leave, I have one more task to ask of you. While you were busy recruiting our Inquisitors and driving the coven away from Aram's Stand, I took the liberty of placing an order with a local tailor. Using some of the sketches within the tome, I had him put together some uniforms reminiscent of those worn by the ancient order. Since you will be leading our Inquisitors, I think it's only fitting that you present them with their new regalia. Yeah, wow, I don't know. Ooh, we could really use a helm upgrade. I'm gonna take... Oh, we'll be able to choose when we do the quest.
Fair winds. There were words of
probably gonna take the chest piece
somewhere in the tome. Let me see. Ah, here we are. Brothers and sisters, today you become the searing fire that burns away the darkness. Today, you become the shining blade that cuts through the wicked. Today, you become the beacon of hope against the endless foe. By the authority of House Waycrest, I name you Inquisitors of the Order of Embers.
I like Ensign Yorick because, and here's why I like him, because he's short for a human, but he's not a dwarf. Like, oh my god, they made a A differently proportioned human character. Amazing. What if we could actually choose our height and width and all of our dimensions? Wouldn't that be something for character customization? Alright, what are we doing here? We're giving them their uniforms.
Yeah.
Salutations.
New information?
Yeah, they're starting to look like witch hunters.
Where's the battle?
Say hi, Winston.
Yep, leading an Inquisition. You know, no harm could come of this. It's totally fine. Just saying, generally,
Now,
Inquisitions
before
have
we
not come out on the right side
I'll
of history.
need someone to undertake a special task for the Order. Any recommendations, Marshal?
Captain Cleardawn, excuse me, Inquisitor Cleardawn is as reliable as they come.
Stand strong.
Sure she can handle anything you need her for.
Thank you, sir. What do you require of me, milady?
If we wish to defeat the Coven for good, we will need more than silver. We will need fire. Take this recipe for alchemical fire to Master Ashton in Falconhurst. He will know what to make of it.
Yes, ma'am.
The rest of us will need to prepare for the ride to Corlane. Marshal, I understand you have a plan of attack.
Yes, we ride out on the mainlander's command.
What is your business with House Waycrest?
There, that was nice and official. Now I think it's time we took the fight back to Heartsbane. I believe the Marshal has a plan. I mean, I want to take the chest because I've turned off my helmet, although the helmet is a bigger upgrade, so I guess we have to go with the helmet.
Glory to House Waycrest.
I miss the days when you could turn off the helmet and the cloak from the menu. It didn't have to pay in-game gold to do it at it. Oh, I guess it doesn't cost gold, does it? But you still have to go to a transmogrifier, which is
Our enemy's eyes are upon us.
basically creating work that didn't exist to do it previously. The road to Corlane. Lord and Lady Waycrest lay trapped in Waycrest Manor. Before we can reach them, however, we must brave through the city of Corlane, which is firmly in the grasp of the Heartsbane. Our first course of action should be to set up a forward outpost. Our scouts have found that the tower at Watchman's Rise is only lightly guarded. I recommend we take the tower from them. This is now your command, Inquisitor. Say the word and we ride.
The word is given. Let us ride
Oh,
to
wait,
Corlane.
that was the word? No, that was the word. We gave the click.
Champion, if I may have a word with you.
Yeah, sure, they're all
I'd like
riding
your
out, but yeah,
assistance.
sure, it's fine.
We shall drive back the darkness.
Through the old roads. Lady Waycrest entrusted me with securing the town of Falconhurst and the services of Master Alchemist Ashton, who lives there. However, I have found out no one has heard from Falconhurst in some time. The skies above the forest are impassable, so we must travel the old roads through Drust ruins in the mountains. A small capable party has a better chance to bypass the growing forces of the witches and to help secure Master Alchemist Ashton. To that end, I ask you to assume. What didn't we give this job to you? Now you want us to do it for you. It's rough being a secretary of the Alliance.
Farewell. We've not a moment to waste. Falconhurst hasn't been heard from in days.
Alright, so this is the main progression.
I will meet you there.
I guess we're gonna go check this out first, since it's closer and it seems to be more side content oriented. Although it could possibly still close up some of the story chapters. Let's take a look. How are we gonna get there?
Well met, champion.
Something has disturbed the spirits here. The spirits of the departed still fight with constructs and the shambling dead. Our goal is Falconhurst, but a quick investigation of this area might help us fight our foes better.
Strike true.
There's an opportunity here. Learning more about the Drust can not only help us understand the text that Lady Lucille found, we might be able to discover greater details about how they and their constructs were finally defeated. Filling in the gaps of history could be a key to victory now. Some of the spirits on the battlefield are too weary to go on. These were brave Kultirans. They have more than earned their rest, but their sense of duty holds them here. Order the most weary of spirits off the field of battle. Hopefully they will be convinced to rest.
Fair winds and following seas. Orders?
The ghostly captain continues to fight as she speaks, once more locked into the heat of battle, unaware that the war has been over for centuries. What are you doing standing around? We've got them down to their final warriors and those damnable runic constructs, but the war isn't over yet. Colonel Waycrest needs us to hold this line. Kill as many of those Drust as you can, and we might see the end of this war today. Get back out there.
Gale sharp and anchor steady.
Her militia.
There's the kill quest.
If we follow orders, none of those monsters will ever make it down to Aram's stand. Let's help. It seems as if the Kultirans in the Steel are civilians, sailors, and some farmers. Wait, this depicts one of the early Kultiran settlements. One of the lost settlements. When we landed here, we tried peace. But the Drust went to war immediately. Only a few tolerated new neighbors. But this, they've glorified the slaughter. The Kultirans don't even have weapons.
TLDR, the Drust were huge jerks. A lot of these runic warriors out here for enemies that we don't need for any of the quests. Our bombs and abilities sound extra loud today to me for some reason, so I'm going to turn that down a little bit. Let's get up here to this pillar.
It's a victory over another Kultiran settlement. The large figure in the center is their legendary leader, I think. Interesting that we don't see any of their constructs taking the field.
And we might as well head over towards the third one. What are you? Oh, you're an elite.
Ha! And here we are, fighting back. Even their leader is withdrawing from the field.
So, good job.
This is clearly Gorak Tul, their greatest leader. Ah, he is leading a ritual to create the stone constructs. The constructs began to take the field. He'd run out of living warriors, so he created a new army. But what empowered the stones? Interesting. I hadn't realized the constructs came later, as part of his desperation to win. How might I help? Be wary of the woods. This isn't Drust. It's a Kultiran carving over a Drust monolith. That's Lord Aram Waycrest, when he was just a colonel, leading the final assault. And there, that is Gorak Tul being stabbed by Waycrest. Histories of this event always say Lord Aram killed Gorak Tul, and his army fell thereafter. But here you can see all his constructs shattering as he's stabbed and his power broken. There was some connection. Stand strong.
Gorak Tul's death shattered his army. The carvings here all show that, but now I wonder, did Gorak Tul actually die?
Remain steadfast.
I believe I see more carvings at the entrance of that cave over there. Come, we should see what else was left behind.
Fair winds and following seas.
Let's see if we can avoid these guys up front and just go for this guy and this guy.
Another stele. This one also shows Gorak Tul. It is after the battle, but Tul isn't shown dead. Wounded and broken, but not dead.
It's not
Gorak
showing us
Tul
anything.
Did not survive. Witnesses wrote of his defeat.
Your ancestors were
Oh, darn.
as are you. The Cultiran plague will be cleansed, and we will retake our lands. But you will not live to see that day. Arise,
Oh,
Guardian,
crap, okay.
and slay these trespassers!
We shall drive back the darkness.
The carvings could have been Drust propaganda stating he lived, but that voice. Cleardawn's face becomes grim. It seems we may have all been mistaken about the ultimate fate of Gorak Tul. I shudder to think what he might be planning now.
Strike true.
Let's get that ring equipped. There we go. Our time here was well spent. The guards in Aram's stand can handle what few Drust forces remain, and I suspect the Drust leader and his magic might have some greater part to play here. However, we must continue on the mission to Falconhurst. The path on the far side of these ruins will take us there. I will ride ahead and meet you outside the town.
Be wary of the woods. I will do some scouting and
She's
meet you
out.
further down the path.
We're out. Let's go turn this other one in. We can use our mount. Sometimes we will remember to use our mount. Sometimes.
Underway. For Cultiris.
Alright, and now we decide, do we want to go to Falconhurst and wrap that up with her? Do we want to go to Corlane? I guess we're going to go to Falconhurst first. So let's go ahead and do that, and I will see you guys over there.